What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review, oh yeah, cool shit. When? Almost every single day. And in today's video, we have part one of a two-part Slipknot mask unboxing, which means we are going to be pulling one mask out of this package today, and then in the next video, we will be pulling out part two, the second mask. So I don't want to waste too much time before we get on into this package, but I did want to go ahead and say thank you guys for the best month so far on Patreon. We had 179 patrons, which is just absolutely fucking unreal. Absolutely insane. So thank you guys all very, very much. That is just phenomenal. Like, I really don't even know what to say about it. That's super fucking cool, and I hope that you guys are all enjoying your benefits. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. And with that being said, if you guys would like to sign up for Patreon, the links, as always, are down below in the description. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into this package, so graciously opened by the post office here. So we'll just go ahead and finish what they've started. Super convenient. So as always with these two-part Slipknot mask unboxings, I don't know which one we are going to be pulling out first. Of course, I know what masks are in here. I just don't know what order they're going to come, so we will just go ahead and go with this one here. Pull it out, take a look, and I will talk to you guys a little bit about what it is. I'm still not sure what version this is, but it doesn't really matter because they're both pretty similar. Okay, so what we have here is the stitched W-neck jester. This is a self-titled mask, and since you're seeing this, you can probably guess that the other one is the pre-W-neck, the pre-stitched W-neck, meaning that this second piece right here had not been added to the mask yet. So what we have here is the stitched W-neck, and this is a very, very cool piece, and something that I definitely want to talk about because you don't really see these conversions too often. Typically, if someone is going to get a W-neck, they either get the Kerrang Award style one or the later Iowa ones. You never really see the original W-neck style with the clean paint job prior to Jim getting any sort of hair dyes or face paints on it or anything like that. And that brings me to another point about the mask, and that is that this is probably one of the most dynamic of Jim's self-titled and Iowa masks. So yes, not only was it worn for self-titled and Iowa, but it went through a lot of aesthetic changes through then, not only with the paint jobs of course, but with the stitching as well. So clearly we had it start out with absolutely no stitching whatsoever on the neck. We just had this weird jagged neck. Later they added this second piece here for stability, and then the mask started to change with its weathering and its colors. We went from this nice bright normal white jester to a purple slash blue slash partially pink and red Kerrang Award style jester. We then saw Jim cover all that up with face paint one night that had dripped down from his hair, giving it a very ghostly look. You could still see some of those blues and purples as undertones, but for the most part the entire front of the face was like a grayish white. Then he wore it through Iowa and it became red. And yeah, I would argue to say that this is not only one of Jim's coolest masks, but one of his most used, and definitely one that went through the most amount of changes. The only one that I can even think to compare it to would be the Ozfest, because clearly it started out as a nice clean mask, eventually rotting worse and worse, having different areas caulked on the nose, to then being completely covered with face paint, rusting out, and having some stuff done to the face. But I definitely think that the W-necks are one of the most different. So with all of that out of the way, I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about this actual replica that I'm holding in my hands. This was made by my buddy. Let's just take these out here. This is getting on my nerves. There we go. So this was made by my buddy Michael Dufresne, who has done a lot of jester work for me over the past year or so. We've got a bunch of different Ozfests by him, and then some other stuff that I can't even remember. 2 W-necks. Now we have this W-neck. And then, of course, in this package, we have the pre-stitched W-neck, and I've already made an order with him to get some dynamos. So we are slowly knocking out all of the self-titled and Iowa jesters, and when all that is done, I'm going to be making a giant update video. And as you can see, Michael Dufresne is not slowing down on the quality of his work. It seems like every piece that I get from him gets better and better, and that's how it should be. The dude has definitely come leaps and bounds. I've said all of this about him before. He is absolutely fantastic to do business with. I've never really heard a bad thing about the guy, and I personally have never experienced anything negative. He definitely keeps me informed throughout the entire transaction. His prices are pretty awesome, and clearly the work speaks for itself. So yeah, definitely stoked to have this in the collection. Michael, thank you very, very much, and if you guys that are watching would like to pick something up from Michael, I will be adding his information down below in the description. Make sure to go check him out and let him know that I sent you. And I think that is going to just about do it for this video. As always, I'm going to leave you guys with some nice up-close shots of this thing, let you take in all of the detail, and that will be that. So, until next time, this has been AJ Good at the House of Masks telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and we will see you guys later.
Don't wanna ask for. Catch me fucking poppin' wheelies, driving like the NASCAR. Mask on, mask on, mask on, mask on. You might see him off in traffic, he be moving around. I hate AJ Good, tagged it all around the town. I hate AJ Good, I hate AJ Good, I hate AJ Good, I hate AJ Good. You might see him off in traffic, he be moving around. I hate AJ Good, tagged it